nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
What are you drinking this week, Dan? You got some stupid stuff?
Oh, well, I've just got water this week.
Yeah, well done.
Thankfully.
We'll go Diet
And I
Coke.
bet you're feeling better, aren't you?
I do feel a bit better,
Yeah,
but
amazing.
it has been a week, so you'd think I'd feel a bit better.
Well, the thing is too, the weather knocks people around.
Oh.
I think when and we're coming up to the shortest day of the year.
That's
you're,
right.
You're all over the solstices.
That's right. The winter solstice is
June,
coming up.
June 22 is the winter solstice. So it's very important. Weather. Now, I love the weather.
Yeah.
I love knowing what the weather is. I love knowing what's happening over the next 3 or 4 days.
Yeah,
I like to plan.
Righto. What's your preferred weather app? Because there's so many.
Willy Weather.
Willy Weather.
Willy Weather's my go-to all
Really?
day, every day.
Show me the Willy Weather app.
Yeah.
How do you? Is it WILLA?
Now, WILLY, Willy Weather. It's nice and simple.
Isn't that funny? I'm dreaming about Willy Wonka, and you're going to Willy Weather.
Oh, my goodness me.
This is incredible.
I've got a great app I use called Rain Parrot.
Yeah, Rain Parrot's good, but he annoys me.
I like the noise it makes when there's rain coming.
Yeah, but he bullshits too. He says rain's coming and rain doesn't come.
Hang on a second. There's a parrot that tells you about the weather.
Raining!
It doesn't do that, does it?
No, it's a little sound when there's rain coming that sends it to your phone and goes, Rain Parrot.
Yeah, it does.
It says rain parrot.
Oh, it says rain parrot.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would really annoy me.
Oh, it does, especially if you live somewhere where it's rainy. But
Right.
anyway, so the thing that I don't understand, and I've asked a ton of people and they can't answer it, when it says the weather is such and such, but then it says it feels like. So, for example,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the weather right now and it says 11.2 degrees, but feels like 8.9 degrees.
That's right.
Weather is temperature.
Yeah,
Now, temperature doesn't change.
that's right.
So if you're in an oven and it's 180 degrees, it's 180 degrees.
Yes.
If you're outside and it's 9.1 degrees, how can it feel colder when that's what it is?
I know this. I know the answer to
No,
this.
you don't.
Yes, I do. One, there's two reasons why it can feel colder than the actual weather. Okay? One is wind.
So what? Wouldn't the temperature just drop when the wind comes in?
So, when they do the weather, you know this, they do it in a spot where there's no wind and it's in the shade. So it might be 18 degrees. But if it's 18 degrees in the shade where there's no wind, when you're outside, the wind can make you feel colder.
I call bullshit.
Number two.
So have you ever seen the weather at 16 degrees but feels like 19 degrees?
Warmer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's humidity does that.
I've never seen that, and that's why it's bullshit.
Number two, there's a thing called the dew point. The dew point's very important when we're talking about feels like. You're looking at me like I actually know this.
No, I'm listening
So the
with
dew
great
point.
interest.
So when there is moisture in the air, the moisture, it might be 18 degrees in the shade where there's no wind, but with the moisture in the air and that the way that you walk through the moisture when you're just getting around town will make it feel a little bit cooler than the 18 degrees.
Why wouldn't the thermometer, or is that what it is?
Yes,
The
a
thermometer.
thermometer,
Why
yep.
wouldn't the thermometer pick up that it's 18 degrees and it just says 18 degrees? Don't give us feel like. Don't get it.
Because of the shade factor. So they always take it in the shade. They're reasonable questions. You shouldn't feel silly or ashamed to be asking these questions.
You're the only bloke.
Does he look silly? Does he look like he feels that at the moment?
You're the only bloke that's been able to explain it to me, and I would have thought you would. I wouldn't have put you in my top three to being able to explain that to me.
There's a few things I listen to. Weather. I like weather and I like space.
Are you a Lavinia or are you a Jane Bunn or who
No,
are you?
I'm a Lavinia.
Yeah, I'm
kind
a
of
Lavinia
guy.
too.
Yeah.
So answer me this, Marko.
Yeah.
You're a bit of a weather nut, as are you, Ox, and I'm into it as well. But here's one thing I don't understand. When you're in the car says it's 18 or 16 or 22 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Where's the thermometer in the car to know that? Because the car would surely be hot and you're driving, there might be wind going. Like, how do they do that in a car?
Yeah, you know what? I think in the modern car, it's done by the same way the modern car gets time.
the app.
Yeah, through the app.
Through
So
the app.
I think it's done that same particular way, and it actually goes off the closest weather station. So, you know, my
Yeah.
app, which is just Oz Weather, it's the only one I use, there's about 5 different stations you can get on whatever you want. So whenever you're closer to this station or that station, that's where the weather is.
Do you remember 4 years ago we were in awful drought? Like we had a really
that's
bad
right.
drought.
That's right. That's
And
when
then
we built the thing down in
diesel
Montague.
plant.
That hasn't been used.
It was so important,
Hey, mate.
so important to build that. And then they said it's going to take 10 to 20 years to get back to normal.
That's right.
It took 12 weeks. All right. So because eventually it will rain. So our dams went up to 100 and 10%,
Yeah.
which I don't understand how they can get over 100% because 100% is full. But anyway, that's okay.
That's a good question.
So we have not had rain now for pretty much 2 months.
So hang on, we're talking about Melbourne here, right?
Yeah, that's
We're
right.
talking about Melbourne.
Or Victoria.
We're talking about Victoria. Queensland have had a good downpour. In fact, they've had too much rain.
New South Wales
Way
had
too
heaps.
The whole east coast has been smashed, except Victoria. What are our dam levels at right now, do you think? So we haven't had rain for such a long time.
Down to 75% or something?
What do you reckon they're at?
I would have thought if we haven't had rain for a decent rain for a while, I would have said maybe 60, 70.
87.5% still.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Is it because no one's watering their garden because it is cool and no one waters their garden?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the garden, but the other thing I have noticed, no one is washing their cars on the street.
Whoa. I've noticed that.
No one washes their cars on the street. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see people washing their car. I think it's two reasons. They're lazy,
Yeah.
and I reckon car washers just make it very simple for people to drive in and get it done.
Can I tell you, this is ironic that you are saying, because the only person that I see washing their car on their street happens to be the second in charge at Toyota. My
You're
neighbour,
joking.
Adam, cleans
Don't
his
tell
car.
me.
Adam cleans his car.
He could take it into Toyota and they could clean it every day for him.
He's so high up at Toyota, it's a joke. Like, I think he's next in line to be the number one.
Gee, he's Mr. Oda. He's
that's right.
just about to take.
He puts the odour in Toyota.
Yeah, I bet he does.
You might want to rethink that.
Anyway, when I drive past, I always go, have a look at this. The big man at Toyota washed his own car. And he goes, oh, he's just trying to stay grounded, Mark. Just trying to stay grounded. He's the only person who does it.
I don't know anyone that does it. My kids won't even do it. My kids will take it down there, spend their $4 and get the brush out and do it. But I did discover that they've got the special smelly spray.
What's the special smelly spray?
You put your $2 in and it just spray your carpets.
Does that work?
I got black ice yesterday.
Yeah.
Black ice. Really?
They've got a whole bunch of ones you can choose from.
Oh, I'm telling you now, I am.
Right.
I was actually. I had the music up. I thought, I'm smelling. It's a cross between Pinot and Blue Stratus, but it's just a beautiful smell. A beautiful smell.
So you highly recommend black ice?
Black ice.
Well, if you're out there and you use the fragrance spray at the car wash,
there was an orange one. You could have sweet orange.
let us know what you recommend.
And there was a silver something, another flavour. There was three flavours I could choose from. I said, no, I'm going black ice.
Okay. So I don't wash my car by hand. I actually get it done. So I've run across the car
What's that
wash.
cost you, about $60?
Listen to this deal.
All right.
$279.
Oh, my God.
Listen to this deal.
You'd want to get 15 washes.
Hang on, he's trying to stay grounded.
$279
Half a week's pay.
for 3 weeks, for 3 months, excuse me.
For 3 months?
3 months.
How many times can you go in?
You can get the full Todod wash 3 times in that 3 months, plus unlimited outside washes.
What do you mean outside washes?
So at my car wash,
Oh, yeah, I know.
it's in between my house and...
So they put it through a machine or
They put it through a machine,
Oh, yeah.
and then they squeegee
Shave
it
it
off.
off.
Then they do the wheels, and then they blacken the tyres. By the way, if your tyres aren't blackened after a car wash, your car's not clean. So they do all that. It's true. It looks dirty. Unless you get the black on the tyres,
you are funny.
It's not clean. But I
Mind you,
reckon
your
that
car is Mickey Mouse 95% of the time.
Yeah, but I'm a clean freak. But I think that's the great. I reckon when they say, I bet they think, oh, no one will get their outside done all the time. I'm there twice a week because it goes through the machine. It only takes 10 minutes.
So have you seen the documentary David Beckham?
Yes.
Yes.
So good.
So you know when he goes into the wardrobe and one of his shirts is out of place?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That's Mark. But even and people may laugh at this, but you've always been like you
I've
take
always
off,
been
you
like
take
that.
off your Ralph Lauren jumper right now.
Yeah.
And what's the first thing you do?
I fold it so the proportions are correct.
Yep.
And then I lift the jumper that is closest to this colour, which is a royal blue.
Yep.
And I put it underneath. The dark at the top, the lighter ones at the bottom, because you don't wear light jumpers very often.
Do you
That's
iron
a
your
summer
socks? Do you
jumper.
iron your socks? And I'm being serious.
No, I don't. No, I don't know. But I do. I'm a very good ironer. And
Yeah.
In fact, that's
No, you are.
my
Because of your golf shirts and your golf pants over the journey.
If I've got a superpower, my superpower is ironing.
So if Trish came home, so you're turning...
No, I do Trish's ironing.
Oh, no, but you turned 54 when?
55 I am.
You turned
in
55.
March, yeah.
If Trish came home and gave you a steamer, you know how you get those steamers?
I'd be really happy.
That would be like a normal person getting a brand new driver.
Something like that, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Which is kind of funny.
I've got a Ferrari. You should see my iron.
Oh, you got a good iron.
Oh, mate.
Do you have to put water in it?
Yeah, but it's very efficient and it's self-cleaner.
And what happens if you drop it onto your beige pants?
No, it knows.
Won't burn?
It knows.
It's got sensors.
It knows. If it stays still for too long, then it turns off. It's very good.
When you started talking about that $279 thing, I thought, what a wanker moment this is.
No,
but it's actually pretty good. When I was on the Gold Coast, there was a car wash did the same thing, and it was fantastic.
Yeah,
it's actually a really good idea.
It's actually a good birthday present to buy for your young kid.
That's it.
I could get Nan to buy it for Coops.
Yep.
And that'll keep his car clean for 3 months.
For 3 months.
You know the problem is he wouldn't take it in there. He'd be too lazy to drive the car through the wash.
Actually, a detail. If you got a grandparent, I used to give my grandpa a detail for his birthday every year.
That's a good idea.
He loved it because he had the old Holden, and it would, it could run down. He wasn't a cleaner, he's getting too old for that.
There's
but he would go down. Yeah.
There's got to be good money in car washes.
Well, I reckon there's got to be because they're everywhere now.
Well, it's just labour, isn't it?
No. But I wouldn't get the labour one. I would just get. So there's one in there's one
laser
where I
wash.
live. Yep, the laser wash. But they've got 2 laser washers, so you can go in on the left or you can go in on the right.
Yeah.
And then you've got all the bays.
Yeah.
So you've got all the wash. You can do it yourself. Then you've got the vacuums. Then you've got the spray. Love the black ice.
Yeah.
Got the spray. And then you can also go and buy a thing. It's like a little tub of your black stuff for your wheels.
Oh, how good.
And that's $2.
The tub's just $2.
It's $2 and you just put it on your wheels and your wheels are black.
Okay. Well, next time, because I always get that spray for the wheels.
Oh, you get the spray.
I'll get it. I'll get one for you because there's always a deal.
Yeah.
There's $5 at each, or it's 3 for 10, or you can get 6 for 20. It's just ridiculous. But I'll bring in some spray for you.
I want to put a business idea to you.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
You're the expert on this, Ox. So if you say this doesn't work, then it's gone.
Oh, it'll work.
2 different car washes you can go through, like the same place, but 2. There's one on one side, one on the other. On one side is a car wash for ladies and their car. On the other side is a car wash for blokes and their car. The scents you have aren't black ice and that sort of stuff, but you can choose Issey Miyake as a scent.
Oh, yes.
You could choose Ralph Lauren perfume as a scent.
Nice.
On the left-hand side for the ladies, you can choose whatever your perfume of
Chanel
choice
number
is.
5.
Chanel number 5 is a scent. Now, it wouldn't be a cheap car wash because, it's Chanel number 5, right? So it might be, I don't know.
That's not stupid, Dan.
I like it.
Yeah, You've got me. If there's Issey Miyake, I'm in. And I know Yoop over there.
So it's like a scented car wash.
We're not talking about swamping the car with it. We don't really.
No,
just a little gentle touch.
Little gentle touch. I like it.
How much would you charge? $2?
No, it'd have to be more than that.
Well, you buy it in bulk though, so you'd buy like.
Let's say it'd be $5 for the scented, $5 on top. So if the wash is normally 18, it's 23.
Yeah.
So imagine that, you've just swiped right on your Tinder app and you've worked out that you're going to have a nice little catch up and go for a walk, swing hands down on the beach.
Yep.
First thing you do, pull through the car wash and get a little Yoop.
Get a little bit of Yoop and the deal is done.
It's over.
It could take you to Gloria back.
Well, that walk on the beach would be shortened significantly.
Oh, it would be.
It would be a short walk. It's no longer a long walk.
Straight back to the car and the front seat down.
Mate, can you imagine the twinkling?
Oh, a lot of twinkles.
You get it, you stop at her place and she opens the door and she sits down.
She doesn't want to get
out.
out.
She goes, oh my God. And then she would just stare and the twinkles would go crazy.
So the idea could work. You know what it lacks? Slogan.
Slogan.
Ox, here's where you come in.
Yes.
Right.
So cologne, no.
Can't use cologne because it's got to be perfume as well.
Perfume.
Yeah. Scent.
Scent.
What was that movie?
Scent of a woman.
Oh, yeah.
Scent of a man.
Actually, that could work. Scent of a man, scent of a woman. Yeah.
Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha.
Oh, there we go.
Hoo-ha. So the hoo-ha, you can make the noise as you go through.
Yeah.
Hoo-ha.
So it's hoo-ha for your car.
Oh,
yes. Wow.
There we go. Hoo-ha for your car. And as you go through, you go.
Scent of a woman, scent of a man.
And the noise comes up.
Hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
If we are not billionaires by the end of the year.
Oh, my God.
Hoo-ha for your car. That's so good.
Yeah. It could work. It could work.
I don't think there'll be any copyright issues with that. I think we'll be fine.
No, we'll be all right.
We'll speak to Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg
We'll
sort
speak
that
to
out.
Brian Goldberg. He'll sort us out.
Yep. Have you got a stat ready this week?
I do.
Ooh, is it a good one?
I do. It's about technology.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
All right. Let's get that next.
Australia's hottest golfing podcast is Talk Birdie to Me with Nick O'Hearn and Mark Allen.
I thought I'll go and hit some balls. Go down to the range. Guess who's on the range?
Yeah, of course he
It's Tiger hitting balls. I drive the golf cart up behind him. He doesn't see me, and just plonk the cart there. Start hitting balls. He turns around and looks at me and goes, "He said, what the are you doing here?"
Talk Birdie to Me. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marko, and as always, thanks to our great mates at E&S Trading. Make sure to subscribe and you'll never miss an episode, and it'd be great if you could rate and review us wherever you get your pods.
Hey, I saw something really stupid today. I was
Really?
driving here and I saw a misspelt sign.
Really?
Yeah.
What, a handwritten or like a painted one?
No, a fair income sign.
Sign written sign.
A sign, yeah, not yeah.
What was it?
Education Centre.
How can you mess that up? Like if it's the education department, they can't get that wrong.
Here in Australia, we spell it CENTRE.
Yes.
Don't tell me they did.
They went ER.
Oh, come on.
Education Centre.
And that's not a word, is it?
Centre?
CENTER.
Well, I don't think in Australia we use it for any context.
No.
I don't think.
No. America, yes, but not here. We're RE.
And it's an educational
And
centre.
it's an education centre.
Oh, the irony is deep, my
Well, I
friend.
don't think that will get up. I don't think that will get
I
up.
wonder now. I actually wonder how many people have noticed. Because I was such a bad speller, I used to spell it the other way my entire life. So
Yeah.
I actually noticed that one because I was always pulled up with it as a kid.
I'm not a great speller, but yeah, if you see a mistake, you see a mistake.
Oh, I hate them.
With education on the front. First word education, second word centre.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good
ridiculous.
endorsement.
All right, come on, let's go.
I'm a scat man.
Love that song. I'm ready.
All right, this is to do with technology. And for all our geek nerd friends out there, welcome. I'm not sure if we'll have a lot, but
There'd be a
actually
few.
we
There'd be a
should
few.
branch out and get the geeks involved
Why not?
because they bring diversity.
Oh, we're all about diversity.
Of course we
right
are.
here.
If you had think about all the electricity in the world,
Right.
all right?
All of it.
And then let's change that just to all the electricity powering the internet.
Right.
All right, that's a lot, isn't it?
So just the electricity powering the internet.
So
Right.
you can imagine how much that is.
That's a fair.
There is
wattage.
so many internet connections around the world.
Yeah.
How much do you reckon that electricity that powers the internet would weigh?
Would weigh. So it's a lot of electrons.
I don't know how much electricity weighs generally.
So electricity is electrons moving from one atom to the next in So I'm going to go out on a limb here and
Now
say.
you got to think there's billions of internet connections.
Oh, so the wire.
No, we're just talking about the electricity that runs
electricity.
through the wires.
I'm going to say a kilo.
Okay.
Not much.
Not bad.
I'm going to say, I'm going to go on a limb as well. I'm going to say it weighs 0 because I don't think electricity has any weight.
It weighs the same as an apricot,
That's amazing.
100 odd grams.
Well, it is matter,
Yeah.
isn't it? Electricity is matter.
So all the electricity that powers all the internet in the world
That's a great
weighs the
stat.
same as an apricot.
I'll give you a round of applause.
that is good.
I like that one.
There we go.
That's a ripper.
That is a good
I'm
one.
going to keep bringing ripped zingers like that every week.
You know what would have been great if you brought an apricot with that stat to serve to the team.
Props go a long way.
Oh. Well, I've got internet connection.
So you can order
I
one.
can show you that.
Yeah, I've got a question for you. This is a "Can we still be friends" from my joint, and I need your
At
advice
home?
on this. Yeah, it's at home.
Now, you got to remember that third man lives with 3 women
Yeah, that's right. Is this one from Jay?
No,
from the daughters.
no,
Okay.
no, it's not.
Oh, babysitter.
Can we still be friends? Can I still be friends with my dog? My dog Archie. He's 16 years old.
Unconditional.
He's virtually blind.
Yeah.
He's virtually deaf. He's got a weak heart. He's got some skin tags on him.
Don't tell me you're
And
giving up on your
if you're
dog.
listening,
enough,
I'm
mate.
not giving up on him at all. I love him to pieces. But he sleeps pretty much all day.
You want to green dream him,
Yeah.
Marco. You
No,
want to green dream him.
I can help
Let
out.
him finish the story.
He sleeps all day, but he's got a habit of waking up at about 4 a.m. and standing outside and moaning very loudly, to the point where one of our neighbours has complained.
It's time to put this dog down, Dan. He's moaning in pain by the sounds of it.
He's not in pain.
Easy, lock the door.
Separation anxiety.
Separation.
Lock the door.
What do you mean?
So he doesn't get outside.
No, he's got to go outside because he's at the stage where he can't control his bowels. So he's got to be outside.
He's groaning while he does a poo.
No. He can't stay inside overnight because he takes a dump on the floor in the kitchen or somewhere.
Right, that's not.
So he's got to be outside.
Okay.
And about 4 a.m. he wakes up and whines until you let him in.
Do you reckon he knows what's going on?
No, I don't.
Put a muzzle on him.
A muzzle.
Yeah. Tape him up.
Muzzle him. Put a muzzle on him so when he goes to growl, it's
Yeah.
so the groan is gone. Is it a groan or is it a howl?
It's a howl.
Yeah, muzzle him.
Yeah. I bought one of those little, what do you call it? The shock collars, and couldn't get it to work properly.
They're easy to
So
say.
Is your
annoying.
dog howling in pain? I'm serious. Is it howling in pain?
No.
It sounds like he's in pain.
He's not.
Do you reckon he's having Willy Wonka dreams? and he just needs to sort his shit out.
Hey, by the way, the Willy Wonka community,
Oh, my goodness.
I've done a little bit of research. It's enormous.
It's huge. It's morphing into Transformers.
Yeah.
Smurfs got to mention.
Mate, if you missed out on the last episode, there is a full-on community of people who dream about being Willy Wonka.
There is one common thread with all of it that I was reading through. It goes back to childhood.
Does it?
So it was a movie that we all loved
Yeah.
and appreciated. And we either have really fond memories or scary memories because the Oompa Loompas are a bit
Yeah,
scary
no,
and,
my kids thought it was scary.
falling into the river and
Yeah.
getting sucked up the pipe and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. So it does trigger childhood flashbacks.
I do remember as a kid I watched a lot of Doctor Who when I was a kid. I loved Doctor Who, and I was terrified of the Daleks. As a kid, they were pretty scary.
I was the same as Prisoner. I was terrified of Vinegar Tits and Ferguson.
Bloody oath. What about
Oh,
Lizzie?
oh.
I used to love Lizzie.
Yeah, Lizzie and Doreen were good.
What about when Vinegar Tits put Lizzie's hands
No, that
in
was
the
B. Smith.
press?
That was B. Smith.
Oh,
That was B. Smith.
that was brutal.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch Prisoner.
No, you would have been too.
Yeah, I was too young. No, Mum and Dad
No,
wouldn't.
I wasn't going to say too young. You would have been too soft.
I prefer too young.
I did. I used to watch TV at night.
Yeah.
I was allowed to have a TV in my bedroom.
Do you reckon if I ever went to prison, they'd let me run the press and that outfit
Marco,
in the laundromat?
look, I don't want to be disrespectful to you, but you would not handle one day in prison because you would be. I'm not joking. You wouldn't be folding your clothes in prison, my friend. Can you imagine you being in prison?
No.
You would come out a different person.
I wouldn't make it, I think.
Do you
No.
remember the theme song from Prisoner?
Yep. Honey and
Hang on a second. Jeez.
No, you're wrong. Honey and Santa song.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
There used to be, it's called On the Inside.
Yeah.
The start is used to bring me flowers.
Yeah, honey
I
and-
wish you could again.
Was
it.
it honey and
That's it.
Did it say honey and something?
I don't think so.
Honey and
That was on the outside.
That's
And
it.
Things were different then. On the inside, the sun don't shine.
honey and
On the inside.
On the inside,
It's called On the Inside.
Only on the inside.
On the inside.
So you just said on the inside then?
Yeah.
I thought you said honey. I thought it was always honey.
Hang on.
ya?
Let's play that bit of the song right here. See? On the
On
inside.
the inside, the
I
sun
always
don't
thought it was
shine.
honey.
No, it's called On the Inside. The song.
I thought it was honey and incense.
Honey and incense.
That's what I thought it was. Honey and incense.
Have you got a song where you thought it was something else for a million years?
There's been a ton of them.
There was a Prince song where I thought
I
I
always-
thought Crocodile Tears was a crock of dog shit.
Oh, really?
Crock of dog shit.
I always thought it was your penis is on fire.
Hang on.
Your penis is on fire.
What song is that from?
I'm your Venus.
Oh,
No,
I'm your fire.
no, not that one.
Not that one. Which one?
No.
Which one?
Your Venus is on fire.
I'm your
Ven-
penis.
No.
I'm your
you
fire.
mean, are you talking about Kings of Leon, Sex
Yes,
on Fire?
Kings of Leon.
Sex on Fire, yeah. Okay.
I thought it was penis on fire.
Really?
Gee.
Yeah.
I do remember.
That could be embarrassing.
Absolutely.
I remember when one of my daughters in the backseat of the car, this is years ago.
Yeah.
Remember do you know the Dido song White Flag?
Yeah.
So the White Flag, that song has got a line that says, I will go down with this ship. I will go down with this ship.
Yeah.
I will da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a great song. I mean, she's wonderful. Anyway, my daughter, she was young at the time, and she said, hey, Dad, why can they swear in this song on the radio?
exactly right.
I said, what are you talking about? She's like, she said, in this song it swears. I said, no, it doesn't. I said, where? She said, well, I can't say the word. I said, well, just say for this like one time, just while we're trying to figure this out. And she thought, I will go down with this ship was I will go down with this shit.
Yeah.
Very cute.
So when I listen to music, I cannot pick up the words.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I am so tone deaf. Yeah, my daughter knows every word to every song, but I did get her the other day. I asked her who's singing this song.
Yeah.
And it was our favourite Johnny Farnham.
What, the voice?
You're the voice. And I said to my daughter, I said, who sings this? And she looks at me and she goes, Prince.
You're kidding me.
No, Johnny Farnham. She goes, well, I know the song, but I just didn't know the. And I felt so proud. I felt really proud, and then I felt really old. I just felt like the emotions again.
There's a movie, if you got Foxtel, there's a movie about Johnny Farnham, and it is so good.
Really?
Yeah, it's really
Oh,
good.
I'm going to watch it. I love Fonzie.
Oh, I love Fonzie as well.
Now, speaking of TV, movies, stuff like that, we've had some feedback on the baby reindeer conversation that we had a couple of weeks ago.
righto.
Yes.
You guys seen it yet or not?
No.
You still haven't seen it.
So what I'll do, I'll give you my word that I'll have it watched by our next episode.
Perfect.
It's only 6 episodes,
7, I think.
7 eps. All right, I'm looking forward to
Are
it.
they short episodes or are
Yeah,
they long
40s.
ones?
40s,
Yeah, like
aren't they?
45 minutes.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
good.
They're
That's not bad.
Not super long. It's
It's a nice length for a podcast too.
Yeah, lovely.
yeah. So Bradley Ian or Ian Bradley, we don't know who. You know what we need to do? We need to get Ian Bradley to confirm whether his name is Ian Bradley or Bradley Ian.
I think it's Ian Bradley.
I don't think there's many last names with Ian.
Yeah, but
It's
I've never met a last
it's
name
Ian
Ian.
Bradley.
why would he say Bradley Ian then?
Well, is it? Well, maybe Ian Bradley was already taken and he hasn't bothered to update what he can
How do
do.
you spell Ian?
In the normal way.
I-A-N.
Yeah.
Not E-O-N.
No, it's not some
E-O-I-N.
weird ass New Zealand type spelling.
Ian.
Yeah. Anyway, Bradley Ian / Ian Bradley. Actually, two things. Can you please confirm? I'm talking to Ian or Bradley now.
It's
Can
Ian
you-
Bradley, mate. Call him Ian.
Ian, can you confirm what your name actually is? Just message us.
Or Bradley, can you confirm what your name is?
That would be that. Leave a voicemail for us. Leave a voicemail confirming your name. That would be great. Anyway, he's written in and said, regarding baby reindeer, I was surprised that this guy was so desperate to make it that he put up with that. I didn't particularly like it. The guy's way too tolerant. Now, you haven't seen it, so you won't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
But Ian or Bradley is exactly right. He was too tolerant, and the guy was a bit of a tool, but it's still worth a watch.
Now I'm going to watch it.
TP.
Stuff, yeah.
TP Heffernan has said, and I don't understand this one, Marko ain't copping this crap. He's a good right wing man.
That's right.
Now, I don't know what that means in the
You're
context
right.
of...
I'm centre right.
No, you're not.
Just a little bit. I'm in the middle, but just a little bit to the
I
right.
reckon if you threaten to kill people in government, you're not in the centre. You're not in the centre.
They're private conversations.
They're not. And though I know
It's a
they'll-
long list too.
It is a long list.
Long list.
Brett Atkinson has said, ha ha, boys, I went home and watched this after you were talking about it on the pod. Ox, don't watch it. It's bad. I wasted 3.5 hours watching this garbage. Seriously, third man, how on earth can you recommend this?
So now I'm not going to watch it.
Well, I think you should.
Who was that from, Brett?
That's from Brett. And Bowie has said, and this is in the context of you saying that you were recommended not to watch it by, I think, Ty Frost on Smooth FM.
Yes.
Bowie has said, you think you know someone a tiny bit after listening to them for 15 years, and then you learn they listen to Smooth FM. My mind is blown.
Aren't you, Bowie? I've got to have downtime in the car, and Smooth gets me down.
Are they still smacking around that Stumbling In song you
Oh, I
hate?
love it.
Oh, you love it? Oh.
I love stumbling in.
I thought you were sick of it.
I like it. I just like it once a day.
Oh, right.
They were doing it twice a day, and it was driving me crazy. Once a day is perfect. The other song that I love is Bruno Mars,
Which one?
"Marry Me" or
Marry You.
Yeah, "Marry You." Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I heard it this morning. I thought, great song, Bruno.
We're learning
It's
more and more
simple
about
things.
your music taste, aren't we?
I love Bruno Mars. Do not, if I'm having a dinner date, that's on with the same partner, Bruno's coming.
Yeah. And the great thing about him, you haven't even got to open the front door. Just open the doggy door. He'll fit in.
Oh, come on. He's not that small.
He's pretty small.
Is he?
Back onto the Gong versus Wodonga. Paul Edwards. Eggy's written in. Surely a trick question. The Gong by the length of the Flemington Strait. Schwarter's house in Wodonga has been robbed 5 times in 4 months. There's meth heads roaming around the shopping centres.
That's a good point.
But the weather in Wodonga's nice, I'll say that.
Okay.
Yeah. And Al said, definitely the Gong. Beaches galore. What more could you want? Al is a top bloke.
Well, Wodonga's got Beechworth. It's just around the corner.
That's true. Beechworth is beautiful.
Yeah, Beechworth's all right.
It's
It's gone a bit hippie, though.
Oh, yeah?
It's gone a bit hippie.
Beechworth?
Yeah, Beechworth's like Dalesford.
Yeah.
It's very woke.
Okay.
Very, very woke.
Maybe that bloke who gave you the thumbs up and turned it into the bird
Oh, yeah, that prick.
came from Beechworth, if there's some hippies there.
Could be. Could be. No, he'd be from Nimbin.
Tony heard you guys talking about the golf pros behaving very badly
There's
recently,
a lot of that.
Marco.
There's a lot of that.
A lot of that. So good to have you guys back. A long-time listener. This, and he was talking about that golf podcast, this is one of the best and funniest stories I've ever heard. Genuine, laugh-out-loud stuff. Thanks for telling this, Marco.
That's the story.
Which story?
I've forgotten. Which story?
What?
Which story did I tell?
This is the 1998...
Oh, yeah. Sorry. The President's Cup story.
Oh.
Yeah, the reflection. Don't say his name, mate.
No,
There'll
no,
be big
I'm
trouble.
We never even said a country.
Oh, did we?
Shit.
Got to narrow it down.
Now, remember last week, a couple of weeks ago, we found out about Toowoomba having an all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut.
Yes.
And you were talking about,
that's right.
what's it called? Red Lobster,
Yeah, it's
which is in the news.
Yeah, I know. It's in the news big time.
I know.
Quite a few Red Lobsters in America are out of business
They're gone.
because of their all-you-can-eat shrimp.
Now, I read about this. This is hilarious. So they restructured a few years ago and they were bought a big shareholding by one of their suppliers, which was a company in Thailand who send them all their prawns.
Right.
And the company in Thailand voted in favour of the all-you-can-eat prawn deal because they were going to sell more prawns.
Okay.
So the shareholder made a bucket load of cash, but Red Lobster, gone.
Out.
Gone.
Oh, my goodness.
It's very funny. Anyway,
I didn't know they had a lot of shrimp there in, where was it? Korea?
Thailand. I think it was Thailand or
Okay.
somewhere around there anyway.
Right.
So Andrew's written in, not only does Toowoomba have an all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut, my mother-in-law has at least 6 toilets in the garden with flowers in them.
Oh, well done.
That's not bad.
You know, we were talking about whether people do or don't have that.
They're actually taken off. They are taken off.
Yeah. Do you think that could be a business idea or is it already
No,
gone?
no.
Market's taken
No,
off?
gone.
Yeah. Nimmer has said, hey guys, what about KFC stealing Ox's idea for KFV? I hope he's getting an ideas fee. Have they stopped
They
that?
have not gone Kentucky Fried Vegan.
Well, that's what Nimmer's saying. I haven't seen it. But
Is that, or Nimmer won't be lying.
KFV.
Kentucky
you
Fried
talked about this a
Vegan.
while ago.
Kentucky Fried Veggies, yeah.
Oh, veggies or vegan? That's
Well,
because you were talking about Kentucky Fried Cauliflower or something, weren't you?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll have to look into that.
Yeah, have
there
to.
might be a lawsuit.
Yeah, I'll take the Colonel on.
Yeah, I think you need to. And the
And we could actually mix our other idea. We could give him another idea. We could have the hand sanders.
Oh, gloves for KFC.
Gloves for eating the chicken. Hand sanders.
Mate, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I think the problem with all you can eat places is if you don't have any real self control, you could
You
really go.
blow up.
No, you don't go to an all-you-eat, all-you-can-eat if you've got self-control.
That's why I'm not going on a cruise.
Please.
I am not going on a cruise.
They're the best.
Because, mate, I wouldn't walk off. I'd roll off. If I went on a cruise, I'd get the drinks package and the food package, and I'm telling you now, there would be no time to talk.
Can I tell you a cruise story, please? So Trish and I went on one of those riverboat cruises from Amsterdam to Budapest.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I left Australia at 85 kilos.
Perfect.
2 weeks later, I arrived home, 92 kilos.
You put on a stone.
7 kilos in 2 weeks.
Oh, God. Imagine I went on a cruise around Noumea and, all the way up through there.
It's
I'd
a
go in at
disaster.
120 and come off at 150.
The food is so good.
I get harpooned.
You don't feel like you're putting on weight.
Oh, I would.
Are the buffets all?
It's all food.
All you can eat.
It's
Just go
all you
back as
can eat.
many often as you want.
That's why everyone gets crook.
You can have 2 lunches. You have breakfast, brunch,
Lunch.
dinner, and then sweets. It's a joke.
I remember years ago when we took the kids to Hamilton Island, it was a breakfast and dinner package, but lunch wasn't included.
Yeah.
And so what we do, brekkie would finish at 10 and dinner would start at 6. And so we'd say to all the kids, guys, load up a brekkie, have a big brekkie.
They would have been
load
happy.
up a dinner, and all day we just go and swim and have a great, and it was great.
And
It
you'd be
was,
starving by 6 and go bang again.
but it was perfect. It was
Yep.
it was a great way to do it. Aubrey's written in about remember that chicken and cheese twisty combo? What was that called?
The chick cheese.
Chickies.
Aubrey doesn't like it. She has said you're either in a chicken twisty mood or a cheese twisty mood, but never both.
That's a very good point.
I haven't tried them yet. I'm going to give them a go while I'm watching Baby Reindeer.
Yeah. Well, Sean O'Sullivan has tried them, and he said they are excellent. I love them.
All right. Well done, Sean.
So there you go.
job.
That's feedback for for this week.
Well, let's spin the wheel.
What's it landed on?
Holy shit.
What is it?
It's a reindeer joke.
Oh, goodness me.
All right. How much does it cost Santa to park his sleigh and reindeer?
Don't know.
Nothing. It's on the house.
Actually, that's good. That's very good. Very good.
Righto. I'll see you boys later.
We will. Thank you.
And thanks for listening to the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marko. And if you get a chance to share it with a friend, that'd be fantastic. Massive thanks to the team at the E&S Trading Clearance Centre in Clayton on Dandenong Road. And if you're not in Melbourne, you can check them out online. Some massive savings. Couple of Blokes executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media, and sound design from Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com. We'll see you next time.